Hi friends, this is Camelia Rahman and I'm going to demonstrate about the fourth experiment of Technology Lab using I have to create a web page using CSS and HTML5. So this is how my mockup page is. My website should look somewhat like this. So it is a little bit advanced such that you can see here we have some blocks where a linear gradient can be used, and here there are borders around the images, and here there's a table where as you move the mouse over the rows of the table the color should change. So all this we will see. So first here is my web page that I have created. So it has banner image, and then as you can see, as I move the mouse over the images, the opacity changes. Same with the text also. And here is a table. As I move my mouse over the table, you can see the opacity changes and the images become clear. So here is my code. This is the CSS and this is my main page. So first I use the classes over here, div classes. So here my class name is Pro. So inside Pro I have the main banner image, I have the navigation bar, then I have this boxes as you can see here, the profile of, then web developer, then HTML5, CSS skills, all these things. So we'll see the code. So in Pro we have, I simply set the background image using the syntax URL, then image name along with the type of image, then background size 100%, no repeat, and I have made the position relative so that it's easier for me to do the other positioning. Then for the navigation bar, as you can see over here, navigation bar, I have created an ordered list. Inside that I have the list of links inside the a equal to href tag. So for that I have used my code like this. For the navigation bar I have set a background color, I have positioned it to be fixed, and I have given the opacity as 0.8 so that it doesn't become too much transparent, and then I have created the Z index as 1 so that it comes above the banner image. Then for ULLI, that is the items, I have as a list items, I have the display as inline block so it will go side by side. And then on hover I have changed the background color to white smoke, so I have used the pseudo class li hover. Then for the links, the text decoration I have given as none so that there won't be any underline on the links, and when I hover the text colors of the link should turn to black. So the next thing which I have is Pro1 class. In that I have this profile of, as you can see here, profile of, then my name. So how do you create that? Then we'll see Pro1 class. In Pro1 class I have set the width, then background color, opacity, height. So here the new thing is the linear gradient. So I have set background linear gradient to right and I have given to color name. So what does it do? So to right means the color will change, it will become brighter from left towards the right. So I have used the linear gradient value and I have made the positioning as absolute and top as some value so that it will calculate from the banner image, which is relative as I showed you earlier. Then my next thing which I have is Pro 2, and then how I created the border, this 50 and CSS skills. So here you can see this 50 is, it has a round border, and then HTML skill, these are displayed. So how we do this? So my class name is I1, so we look into this I1. Okay, so I1 I have something called border attribute. So border attribute I have given value and solid, so it will have a solid border around it. Border color I have given, and the border radius is 50%, so that this is a radius, so this color will go into the radius till 50%. And I've created the margin, I've given the margin, width and height. Since here the width and height value is same, so my border will automatically become completely circular in shape. And then I have changed the color and I have changed the opacity, and as you can see the font size, font text, font weight, text alignment, everything I have done. Now similarly I have done this for the other thing, that is HTML5 also, and for Pro 3 web developer also I have done it quite similarly. We looked into the code. Okay, then Pro 3 has also width, height, position as absolute. Then top, we have to calculate the top and place it where it's needed. Then the background, we have linear gradient towards left, so as you can see, towards left, so it is brighter, this color is brighter towards left, and as we move towards right the color fades. So this is what the work of linear gradient is. Now we move on to the next thing, where I have this images and I have the hover property on the images. So how we do this, I have taken another section, that is another div class, which is named section 1, and here I have a span class family, where my family members, this code is there, and you can style it according to your own style in CSS. And then I have the class my mom, and then I have span class m. So in this class we'll look into the class my mom. So in mom class I have the photo, and I have to create the border around the images. I have used the same thing, the border radius. You can vary it according to your own wish. Then I have the border color, height and width I have kept same. Border shadow, you can give it like this, so that it will create a shadow, as you can see over here. You can change the color of the shadow if you want. Then I have created put the opacity as 0.6, so that it's not completely bright. On hover I have changed the opacity to 1, so that when we hover the images becomes brighter. So the same thing I have done for the other image also. And for the text under this, I have simply created font size, color, padding I have given, and positioned it as absolute. So then I have a table. As you can see, it's similar to what we have previously. It's quite easy. We just make a simple table and then we move on forward. So we have made a simple table, you can see, with a table border, and then I have the table head th. Its style I have given as inline. You can create it in CSS also, doesn't matter. Then I have the names of the food in one column, and the other column has the images. So here I have given the images directly as inline, and I have written the style for it. So as you can see, id equal to td1. So for td1, that is for the names, I have written the code such as td1. I have mentioned the width, so it determines how much this column should be. It's 80% of the table, so it will take 80%. Then text align as center. Then as we hover over the td1 and td2, which is the tag for the images, the opacity will change to 1, so it will become clearer. So on the row, that is tr is my row, on hovering of the row the background color will change and the opacity will change. And the image, that is td image, so whatever image we have, their opacity will also change, and the width of the image is set to 70%. So here it goes. So when you hover, the color changes. So this is how we made. So you can look into the code once again from the beginning. So the new thing is the linear gradient and the borders. So it's quite easy. This is what my code is. And for this one, that is for the table, I have 5 rows excluding the heading. So for each one of the row I have different colors. To do that, I have used tr in its child even. So the even number of row will have one color, and the odd child, that is mentioned as tr in its child odd, the background color is different. So when you do like that, you get different backgrounds for different rows. So odd number of odd row have different background color, and even rows has different background color. So this is how my web page is looking like. Thanks for watching.